Good evening, everyone. Good morning and good afternoon. Welcome. My name is Jordie James, and I come to you live from one of my beautiful old towns that my grandparents actually had a farm in, and I grew up basically every summer and every holidays. And it's called Carrisbrook. And we used to come down, there's a creek just here. We used to come down to what we call Deep Creek, and we used to love coming down and swimming and enjoying. Everything's changed, mind you. This is like, I'm not going to give you my age away, but it's about 42 years ago. So what I thought, instead of not saying I was not going to be on today, I thought, well, why not come live from the day trip that I've taken my dad to come and see his friends at Bowls and go up and have lunch with one of his other sort of, I want to say daughters, country daughter, I would say. So instead of taking a call today, we're going to talk about things now. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had a beautiful Thanksgiving last week. I was thinking of you all over in the US, and it was quite interesting because I wasn't able to come on last week. I did wish the beautiful producer and Connie and everyone a very happy Thanksgiving. And for me, what it was all about is the gratitude of having other people's backs. Now, with everything that's been going on over the last 2 years, it's really important for us to give thanks to the people that have held our hand or held space for us throughout the last 18 months to 2 years. And for me, on a personal level, it's been such a shift in energy. And I really want to say that everyone needs a pat on the back for a job well done. And as the saying goes, wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. It's just like, I want to say congratulations, because we're in the last month of the year. Can you believe it? And I know you guys have just gone into winter. We've come into summer, and the first day yesterday was the first day of summer, and it bucketed down with rain, and obviously the cleansing's about to start. So, and we've got this beautiful 30 degrees Celsius over here at the moment. So, and I've got two beautiful native birds sitting above me, and I'm hoping to all hope that they don't bless me with their things that happen. So today also, I know we're coming up to the end of the year, really start putting into practice, because I've been feeling a theme over the last couple of weeks, and actually over the last month really, about getting things finished, getting things done, ready for the new year next year. Because I don't know if I've spoken about it this year, but this year's been a 5. So it's been very sort of out of our control, but then in our certainty as well, we've got control within ourselves. But we've also had that bit of loggerheads with everyone around us. And it's really important to sit back and let go of all the confrontations or the conflict that we've had both within ourselves as well as externally, and just start sitting and releasing all of that, ready for next year. So I know we've got a couple more weeks left for the end of the year, but I thought maybe start now, it's the first, actually, sorry, I've just realised it's still the 1st of December over there at the moment, and we're in the 2nd. So yes, I might not be jet lagged, but it's really important now for you guys to start setting down, because you're going into a hibernation phase, and letting go of everything that's happened so you can start accumulating your energy ready for the next year as well. So just be mindful of what you want to declutter before the winter sets in. So you know you're not going to have, sorry about the wind, gorgeous, but just have that sense of looking after yourself, ready for the hibernation months that you're about to go into. So for me, it's really interesting, because now coming back here to one of my beautiful swimming holes as a young child, and then it gets a little bit emotional for me, because there was so much fun and there was so much joy. Everything has changed. There's not a lot of water in the creek anymore, because obviously we've been suffering a lot of drought and everything over here. But knowing that we've still got this space of sanctuary that we can sit, listen to the leaves, listen to the wind. And as I was driving down the road before, it's like memory lane for me. So allow yourself to declutter and let things go, but also hold on to the beautiful memories that we have, the beautiful sense of self, of going, hang on a second, this place made a part of me. It made a history part of me. So what I give to you guys today, I want to see how I'm going for time, perfect, is really allowing yourselves the space to look back and go, this is what made me, this is who I am, and this is how I sort of come into where I am today. Now, I didn't pull any cards, but I just sort of asking a bit of insight into what's coming up for the week for you all. And it's really important, this certainty. And I don't have cards to show you, but the first word that comes into my mind is certainty. So set your intent, set a certainty to hold you in a strong sense of moving forward rather than looking backwards. And as I said before, we were talking about history. I know I'm probably babbling on here because for me, I didn't want to take a caller today. I just wanted to talk about things and let everyone know that you are certain. You know that tomorrow is always going to happen, but then sometimes it doesn't. But your certainty within yourself is important. We control what's within us. We control our thoughts. We control our emotions. And then sometimes we do let it go outside of ourselves, and that's where we get stuck. So for me, certainty is knowing that I have a routine that if I do get into my ego mind or I get to my overthinking head, my certainty is listening to music, pulling some cards, journaling, really get into knowing those little bits and pieces that if you feel like you've fallen off the wagon or you feel like you're being pulled into other people's stuff, go back to your own certainty and center yourself and balance and ground yourself. The next word is self-love, of course. Self-love is the next word that comes up for me. And for me, as I connect with this inspirationally, you guys can do this yourself as well, is you can literally sit in a quiet space for a couple of minutes, take a couple of deep breaths and ask your higher self, what's the next, what's a word that I can connect with today? So self-love for me is really making sure that you're centering yourself, doing things that you love to do, find a new hobby. I know winter's coming up, maybe find a really good book. Finding a space of being sort of warm and worthy of who you are, and know that your words are always, always, always cherished. It may not be to the person that you're talking to, but if someone in earshot hears it, then you know that you're cherished. So self-love is cherishing yourself, looking after yourself, knowing your self-worth, knowing that you can gain trust within yourself and in your higher self to give you those tools. Because when we have, thank you, self-care, we are then worthy of listening to our higher self and listening to those beautiful blessings that our inner self wants to give us. And then the final word, ceremony. Okay, thank you. Celebrate. Celebrate who you are. Celebrate your family. I know you've just gone through Thanksgiving. We're coming up to Christmas. Why don't you celebrate something every single day between now and Christmas? Instead of, we'll have an advent calendar and have little affirmations to celebrate yourself for the next 24 days. I mean, you don't have to just do it for the rest of the month. You can do it for all year round, but always have some beautiful affirmations between now and Christmas. What are you celebrating today? I'm celebrating the fact that I can do a radio show, that I've never done it in the beautiful, like, outdoors or on a trip or driving, and it's sort of all planned out really, really well. And I'm at my beautiful old swimming hole. So celebrate the little things, celebrate love, celebrate who you are, celebrate Yeah, sorry. I've just had this thought of putting the Christmas tree up. I've got 2 kittens and a beagle slash harrier that love to pick things and move things around. So we still haven't put the Christmas tree up because we know that it may fall down. But I'm going to celebrate the day when I put my Christmas tree up and make sure that my cats don't get into it. All I can see now is National Lampoon's Vacation Christmas. But it's really important to celebrate the little things and celebrate beautiful magpie. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but just celebrate you. And I hope that makes sense with everyone. Have a lovely week. But this week, look after yourself. Get yourself prepared for the busy, crazy season that's coming up between now and Christmas. I will see you all next week. But as I sign off from Carisbrook in Victoria in Australia, blessings and hugs. Have a great week, and I'll chat to you next week. Bye for now.